I start again? I'm going to start again because I feel like I'm just, yeah. Get on this right. 40 years ago, things looked very different on Merseyside. Times were tough, but not quite as bad as the fashion. And Liverpool museums, well, things were no better. Council against the government against the council, and we were in the middle of it, which was, how can we phrase this? Not ideal.
How long is it going on?
But as the old saying goes, from adversity comes opportunity. People cottoned on that our museums and gallery collections were important, not just locally, but nationally. We knew that already though, didn't we? On February 13th, 1986, history is made. National Museums and Galleries on Merseyside is born. 7 local venues brought together as we become England's only national museums group outside of London is right. But that's just the start of our story. A lot's happened since the Merseyside Museums and Galleries Order of 1986. So sit back and, as Frankie says, relax and enjoy the ride. The 80s. Forget managed decline. Under the inspired leadership of director Richard Foster, Merseyside Museums experienced a managed revival. The Merseyside Maritime Museum opens, revitalising the waterfront from industrial wasteland into one of the city's leading cultural destinations. It's quickly followed by the Merseyside Museum of Labour History, and with 7 venues to promote, their surprising 7 campaign is unsurprisingly successful. I mean, people actually queued to see the large object store. If you know, you know. And if one moment defined the decade, okay, we know this was in 1984, but humour us. It was Annika Rice running around Port Sunlight hunting for treasure in the Lady Lever, or as we like to call it at the time, the Taj Mahal of Merseyside. Yeah, we genuinely marketed it as that. Before you knew it, the 90s rolled in. We opened the Natural History Centre in Liverpool Museum. Hands-on, proper ahead of its time and award-winning. Staff were logging 70,000 collections on computers that had less power than your smartwatch, before Wi-Fi, before the cloud, and don't even get us started on floppy disks.
Have you tried turning it off and on again?
The Museum of Labour History closes in 1991, but then the Museum of Liverpool Life opens in 1993. Soon it was busier than cream on a bank holiday weekend. Brookside and Hollyoaks helped launch our Into the Future funding appeal, only in Liverpool. Then the Heritage Lottery Fund backs it, 24 million to build the future. The great Maya Angelou opened the Transatlantic Slavery Gallery, a space devoted to restoring agency to the erased and carrying forward histories that were buried, ignored, and deliberately forgotten. A huge moment and a necessary one. The Conservation Centre opens, giving a groundbreaking behind-the-scenes view of the work of conservators. But don't just take our word for it. 2 years later, it's European Museum of the Year. Did we win that? European Museums of the Year? That's amazing. Levelling up before levelling up was even a phrase. We celebrated with a big balloon, which promptly blew away. Typical. Things get busy after the turn of the millennium. Into the Future becomes Into the Present. Liverpool wins Capital of Culture. Get in. And the Walker Art Gallery and Museum of Liverpool Life receive major glow-ups. By 2005, Liverpool Museum's redevelopment finally finishes. Out goes Liverpool Museum. In comes World Museum. Despite the best efforts of Liverpool City Council's traffic wardens, some things never change. And after nearly 25 years, someone finally said out loud that National Museums and Galleries on Merseyside was a bit of a mouthful. And that was that. Enter National Museums Liverpool. In 2007, as Liverpool turned 800, The International Slavery Museum opened on the 200th anniversary of the abolition of the transatlantic slave trade and marking a significant step in how museums worldwide address slavery, racism, and their lasting impact on society. 2008 and the capital of culture, the city thrives and visitor numbers go through the roof. Pelter. By the way, do you remember when we changed Liverpool Museum to World Museum? Well, in 2011, we opened Museum of Liverpool at the pier head, which is pretty confusing at first. Well, it still is, to be fair. It's the largest newly built National Museum in Britain for more than a century. 6-year-old local lad Finn O'Hare nominates himself to open the museum, so we give him a big pair of giant scissors and let him go with it. Go ahead, Finn, lad. Across the board, exhibitions go global and bigger than ever. Our museums are seen, shared, loved around the world. Scylla, the Beatles, footy legends, everyone passes through our doors eventually. Over 80 million visits since 1986, a whole city growing up with us. Crazy things happen when people experience culture together. Kids discover planets in the planetarium and become scientists. Then there's House of Memories, transforming the way we support people living with dementia. Genuinely life-changing work. Visitors see art that changes their worldview and their lives. Communities see their stories reflected, sometimes for the first time. Liverpool leading the world in how our museums can inspire change, and yet we're just getting started. We're transforming the waterfront again, reimagining the Maritime Museum, a renewed, globally leading international slavery museum, opening new spaces, new stories, new possibilities. We're making the next 40 years bigger, braver, louder, more open. New ways to belong, to connect, to change the world from Liverpool, whilst bringing the stories that matter to the people of Merseyside. So we're done, yeah? Oh look, it's typing what I'm saying. Oh wait, no, it's stopped now. I can't believe we did all that. That was 40 years. I need a cup of tea now. I need to have a sit down.